at you. I ain't trying to run.
Let's go.
I'm just working through it till the feeling done. Don't mean I don't feel. Just cause I get still. I was taught to carry weight without letting it spill. I got pain in me.
Let's go.
I got
Hey,
thoughts I
Margaret.
conceal. But just cause I'm quiet don't mean I don't feel. I don't slam doors, I don't raise my tone. I don't make a scene when I feel alone. I just step back, let my mind unwind. Put the pieces together, take my time. You might think I'm distant like I don't care, but I'm right here trying. I ain't going nowhere. I just move different when it gets too real. I was taught to think before I ever reveal. I ain't built to break, I ain't built to shout. I just sit with it till I figure it out. Don't mean I don't feel. Just cause I get still. I was taught to carry weight without letting it spill. I got pain in me. I got thoughts I conceal. But just cause I'm quiet don't mean I don't feel. If I open up too fast, I might say it wrong. So I take my time just to stay strong. It ain't that I don't trust you. I'm just learning how to let you in without losing me. Don't mean I don't feel.
All right now.
Don't mean I don't care. I just learned to carry it without putting it everywhere. Yeah, I feel it all. Ooh, just don't always show. Yeah, some men loud with it. Me, I'm quiet with mine.
There we go. Hey, Max. Good evening, everybody. We're going to get started at the top of the hour. We're just getting some housekeeping stuff done. Our theme song is Don't Mean I Don't Feel. Good evening, everybody. We're going to get started in a minute. Hey, Queen.
But that don't mean nothing wrong, just how I was raised. I grew up in a house where men don't cry. Keep it all inside, let it pass on by. Ain't nobody asking how you really feel. You just learn real quick how to keep it sealed. So when I get quiet, I ain't pulling away. I'm just trying to find the right words to say. I don't wanna speak from a place of heat. I'd rather take a
Hey,
minute
Dale.
and stand on my feet. I ain't mad at you, I ain't trying to run. I'm just working through it till the feeling done. Don't mean I don't feel. Just cause I get still.
There we
I
go.
was taught to carry weight without letting it spill. I got pain
There we go.
There it is.
There it is. What's up, Sneak?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey,
Now,
man. Hey.
I'm way bigger than you.
And that's right. That's right. You way bigger. So that's why I'm saying go into co-host, click on settings and put standard, and it'll make us.
I did that.
You did? Okay, so I guess
Yeah,
it's
I
your
mean,
standard
I
look.
can see your lower third. I just guess I
Okay.
haven't said, you know what, let me do this.
Okay.
Well, see, I don't have a lower third now. I could obviously
There you
shrink
go.
myself down like
There you
that.
go. There you
Now,
go.
but now, why do I have two cameras going?
Well, I think you got two cameras. You gotta go
No,
into the
this
scene.
they're both the same camera. I
Oh,
just
okay.
okay. Well, let's just do this. Can
There
I
you go.
delete that one? No.
Okay. Okay. Man, this is
We'll
so much
figure it
fun.
out.
This so much fun. This so
We'll
much
figure it
fun.
out. I just don't want to be bigger than you, so I'm gonna
That's
shrink
right.
that down,
There we go. There we
and
go.
then I'm gonna move this
This
one
one.
here,
There you go.
and I'm gonna shrink this down just a little bit.
Just a hair.
Yeah, well, just a boo sniggity.
There we go. There we
I'll
go.
do that,
That looks good. That looks good.
and I'll throw something underneath later.
How do I sound?
You sound fantastic.
You
I'm
sound
gonna shrink
good,
myself
too.
down.
You sound
shrink
good,
myself
too.
down. I just want us to be equal.
There you
It
go.
might look a little weird
That's good. That's
because
perfect. That's
there's nothing
perfect.
underneath me, but that's
That
all
is
right.
perfect. This is episode 119. And I think every week, let's start a few minutes early because it takes people the time to get in and everything. It is so good to see you, man.
Absolutely, you too. You too.
Have you had a good week?
I have. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. I still have to. I'm continuing on with the being the director thing.
Okay.
But not in a bad way. I've got the most certified people now.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I got so many certified folks. I had to order more ammo.
So that's what I'm talking about. That's what
I
I'm
had to
talking about.
order more ammunition. I want to figure out why I got multiple cameras, but we'll figure that out afterwards or whatever.
That sounds good, man. How's Short Round doing?
Oh, great! Downstairs, he woke up from his nap. He's down there with Gammy, down there with my beautiful Kim.
Hey, so what did y'all have for dinner tonight?
I haven't eaten. I had a late lunch.
Okay.
But we got a bunch of leftovers. I did some red beans and rice. I smoked some chicken.
Wow. Okay.
Over the weekend, did some thighs and some they were full legs. So obviously, I'm gonna clean them up. I brined them in pickle juice, dill pickle juice.
Okay.
Washed that off. Pulled off. Didn't take the skin off, but I pulled the skin back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pull the skin back so I can season the meat that's already been brined because the
Okay.
brine adds flavor. Then pull the skin back, season that lightly so it's not too salty.
Okay.
Okay, and then I just smoked it at a high heat so I had some crispy. Here's my mistake: I smoked it and then I cranked the temperature so I had the crispy skin that I wanted.
Okay.
And then I stuck it in the oven and waited for dinner, and then it sweated and condensation. Then my skin got limp. So I won't do that next time. Next time I'll just loosely tint it and leave it on top of the stove.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. I tell you one thing. I tell you what. If you decide to moonlight, you could easily moonlight as a chef.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
Chefing,
You know what? It
it's
is
a lot of
isn't
work.
it?
Yes, it is. And I've always considered, if you turn your hobby into a job, would it still be fun?
That's a good. At the end of the day, yeah. That's the question because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another colloquialism. People say when you work for yourself, you'll never work another job a day in your life. But with your work ethic and my work ethic and entrepreneur work ethic, we work more now than we did in corporate America.
This is true. I mean, I've already retired. You know what I'm saying? I've already retired once,
Yeah.
and I'm still going. So yeah.
Man, it's so good to see, man. I'm glad we tested, man. We getting our footing up under us, ain't we?
That's right. That's right.
This
Absolutely.
is so good,
We
man.
got folks in here. I'm gonna make sure I'm turn my audio
Hey,
up
Miss
just a
Z.
little
Hey,
bit
Miss
higher.
Z. Hey, Ahmad. It's so good to see everybody.
Yep.
It's good
Let me
stuff, man. It's good stuff,
Let
man.
me hold on. Let me test
Hey,
this.
whoop, whoop,
Let
whoop.
me test this. Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
okay. Let's see. Okay.
How we sounded? All right.
That sounded good. Watch this. Watch this.
All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
This is so good. This is so good. I love it, man. I love. See,
right.
I'm a nerd, if you will. I'm a nerd, so I love this. I love this.
Yep.
I love this. I
Nice,
love
nice.
this, man. I still got to visit because I want to see your setup, man. You got a nice setup.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, I
Hey, Triple.
did. This was years. This is years of build up. It
Okay.
didn't, I didn't
Okay.
just break the bank and say I'm gonna buy all this stuff all at once. I kind of added and added and
Okay.
added over the
Okay.
years. But yeah, that's how you do it. When you see my camera gear, you can be like, man, you need to get back to filming.
Oh wow! See, I'm a little envious because I'm a kind of a amateur photographer slash videographer, man, and I
All
love
right.
that. I have a it's kind of in bits and pieces right now, but my base is a Nikon. I love the DSLR. I
Okay.
started a video photographying on that body, and so my mentor, that's his body, and that's what he loves. So just started with Nikon.
I got away from DSLR. What a digital.
Uh huh.
I forget what DSLR stands for.
Yeah.
Lens
Yeah.
reflex. Anyway, I use mirrorless.
Yeah. You're a
Just what I'm
Sony
looking at
man,
now.
right? You're a Sony
I
man,
do have a
right?
Sony
Yeah.
here. And then this is normally my B-roll camera. I have an A-roll
Okay.
camera. My camera rig downstairs. And then
Wow.
when I want to do select photos or if I want to do some C-roll, I'll either use another camera or I'll use my phone.
There you go. There you go.
That
You are
type of stuff.
Android or
I'm
Apple.
Android. I like
Okay.
Android, and editing is the key. And I can
That's
show
it.
you that too when you finally get here.
Oh
We
man.
can. I can. Editing is the key.
Oh
All right,
wow.
editing and adding your own graphics and music and this, that, and the other. It's the difference between a video and the video.
That's so good. Hey, Cynthia. Well, listen, we're going to start the show at the top of the hour. We started at 8 o'clock. We had to come in and do some housekeeping. Welcome, everybody. We got some new faces. If this your first time, give us some blue hearts. Blue hearts, we're doing it for Nolan Wells, justice for Nolan Wells. We are not going to stop talking about that young man. We're not going to stop talking about him. They still haven't arrested anybody, but, there are several creators out there really talking about it. You got Isaiah. He's doing it. A young lady named Jay. Her name is Jay. Hold on, Jay. Let me see. She's doing it. It's a lot of people out there, keeping the light on for Nolan and his family. We're gonna be okay, y'all. We're gonna be all right. Let's see. This young lady's name is follow Isaiah, and then follow. I got some favorites. Her name is.
This is now my third time making.
Let's see. Her name is J Megan. Jay space Megan. And that girl, she's an investigative reporter. That girl is
Wow.
off the chain. But we're going to start in about 3 minutes. We're going to play our theme song. And y'all tap that screen. We want to get 20,000 hearts tonight. And I believe we can do it. Let's get 20,000 hearts tonight. Sneaky, you got some folks in your chat?
I don't know if I'm looking at both our chat or
Okay.
just my chat. I
Okay.
got Scott. Welcome, Scott. That's
Scott,
up here in
Scott.
the little thing on the right hand side.
Hey, Coach India.
And then I have a bunch of folks down at the bottom. I guess this is my chat, or is it
Yeah.
our chat together? Hey, folks.
Hey, folks.
Welcome.
There you go.
We get ready. We're getting ready to start busting this show out here. Coming up here in about 3 minutes.
Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts.
So we're gonna
Hey,
start the
Meredith.
Blue Table Talk. Dr. Sims is he's the host. I'm the co-host.
Yeah.
And no spoilers. We'll just wait till everything kicks off.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell
Yeah.
your friends.
Yes,
If you
yes.
want to
Hey,
have a
John.
good conversation
That's it.
about your man or your potential man, or if you're a dude and you're kind of feel like you're kind of stopped up. I don't want to say stopped up that way, but you feel
Yeah.
like you have nowhere to voice or to feel that you're understood or any of that stuff. This is the place.
That's it.
This is the place. Hey, there it is. Oh, Chaos King Reloaded. What's going on, baby?
That's it. What's up,
Welcome,
Will?
welcome.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to play our theme song, and we're going to get us an intro and an outro made. I'm going to take the lead on that. We're going to get us an intro made and get us a little razzle-dazzle intro, a little hip-hop intro. I'm really
All right.
excited about that. And I'm just so happy. And another thing that's on our docket, we are going to eventually turn this over into a podcast. And
Absolutely.
we had a great question last week. A young lady asked us, when asked, what do you bring to the table from a man's perspective? When men ask it, what are they really asking? And we unpacked that really
Yep.
well. We unpacked that. And basically we said, hey, what are you bringing that money cannot buy? because all of us pretty much are secure and we're at a good place in life, especially when you're at a seasoned age, the 40 plus crowd, sneaking out kind of two decades above that. But when you're seasoned, you pretty much got all your ducks in a row, but and you're still dating and looking for somebody, you want some intangibles right now. But we're getting started. We're 1 minute from the top of the hour, so we're going to play our theme song and we're going to get ready to start the show.
I've been quiet, but that don't mean nothing wrong. Just how I was raised.
Come on, let's get ready. Oh, that looks good, Sneaky. Your air, that looks good. That looks good, Sneaky.
All right.
Ain't nobody asking how you really feel. You just learn real quick how to keep it sealed. So when I get quiet, I ain't pulling away. I'm just trying to find the right words to say. I don't wanna speak from a place of heat. I'd rather take a minute to stand on my feet.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Blue Table Talk for Men. This is the 119th edition. I'm going to let my co-host open up the show tonight. Our co-host, we're going to throw the ball to him. Let him open up this episode 119. My co-host, open up the show for us, Sneak.
I'm going to say, y'all, put your hands together for Dr. Sims, everybody.
That's what's up.
And I want to welcome you to the Blue Table Talk for Men. This is a place where you can be intimate. This is a place where you can release those fears. This is a place where, like Dr. Sim says, you can take off that cape. You don't have to be a superhero in here. You can be vulnerable. You can speak your mind. We have the ability to listen to what you say without judgment. We can have a conversation. We don't have to agree. We just need to understand. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Sims.
Well said. Well said. Good evening. Hey, Coach India. And Coach India, I know you're asking, it's just y'all? Where is everybody at? This is second edition. I had gotten better after my 2-year hiatus with colon cancer. And 8 episodes ago, we got to 105. So 14 episodes ago, I called Sneaky a couple of weeks before that and said, Sneak, this is on my heart. This is on my heart. I want to bring the Blue Table Talk for Men back. I'm getting my energy. My weight is holding. My mind is still sharp. Just turned 60, and I still got some gas in the tank. And I said, Sneak, I want you to co-host with me. And we're not anti-women. We're pro-men. And right now, we feel that it's we're best served just talking to the men. I was in Maine, Portland, Maine, 2 weekends ago. Ask a woman that has been married 37 years. And I ask her right here, this question. This is what we open up with every week. I ask her, has she ever asked her husband in 37 years, have you asked your husband how he was doing? She had to drop her head and she said, I have never asked him that question. Another football buddy of mine, he was in the chat 5 weeks ago, married 11 years. And he said, Dr. Sims, I have never been asked that question. A pool buddy of mine, I play pool. I'm on a pool league. My teammate, I asked him a couple of months ago, how you doing? Coach India he paused and was speechless for 2 minutes. And I said, Bob, you good? He said, Dr. Sims, nobody ever asked me that question. Because a lot of times the men in our lives, we don't even know how they doing. Now, I credit my wife. And Sneaky said a couple of weeks ago, they had a deep conversation. I credit my wife. Every day, she asked me, she said, you good? You all right? I'm like, yeah, and I have to admit something, Sneak. I made a call. I had a call yesterday. And my client, I got on the phone, and my client immediately said, Dr. Sims, how are you doing? It does take you kind of that. Like, I am doing fine. I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. So, Sneak, I'm going to open up that. Right, Coach. Right, Coach India. So, Sneak, let's open up because we always ask each other every week. I'm going to ask you, Sneak, because last week you had to handle a HR incident at work. So you said
Mm-hmm.
you were okay last week. You were good.
Yeah,
You were
I said
decent
I was
last week.
tired.
You were
Last week
tired, yeah.
I said I was tired.
Cause you had
Yeah,
to flex your leadership muscles last week.
absolutely. And this week too,
Yeah.
but
So what's your adjective tonight? How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm optimistic this week. I am optimistic this week
That's awesome.
because of that situation. Across the board, my organization, I'm sorry, the client
Yeah.
sent an apology to all of my people
Awesome.
because they had some views. I voiced them.
Sneak, that is awesome.
A pretty eloquently written email.
That's awesome, Sneak.
I'm not a numbers guy, but I am a big words person.
Yeah.
So I wrote this email carefully and I sent it up, bam, all the way up. They had a meeting. I was in the meeting. My corporate, in conjunction with my client and their upper echelon, and they were like, "Hey, we failed you guys."
Wow.
So I want every one of your individuals' emails, and I compiled a list and gave it to them, and they sent out multiple higher ups were like, "We failed you.
Okay, that is
We're
awesome.
gonna identify what happened, blah blah." Because I'm gonna fight for mine. Okay, I'm gonna fight for my people, and my people know that. They said, well, the former guy, the guy I took over from, he's like, no, he wouldn't have did that. He would have just folded. They asked him to do such and such. He would have said, yeah. He's like, you don't say yeah.
Yeah.
You say
not when it's not right to say yes.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We want you guys to do this. I'm like, no, that's outside of our scope. That's outside of our
good.
contract. That's not what you hired us to do.
That's
yeah, but
good.
you could.
That's
I said, no, we
good.
can't. Because that's not what you pay my people to do. You're the client.
That's
and it's
good.
okay to have your wants. It's okay to have your list of what you want us to do, but I'm constrained by what you're paying us to do and what my contract says.
That is so good. You know what I've learned because I work with contracts and on contract, and if you do something outside of the periphery of the contract, it's two things: you don't get credit for it, and you don't get paid for it.
And they will expect you to do it, then they want you to do something else. So I can't
Right here.
tell my folks, you're going to do this because we have to. No, we don't have to. Now, I'll say, in some instances, this is men and women, some instances. Now, if you want to do this on your own,
that's good.
that's a customer service individual thing.
Yeah.
Now, if someone sees you do that, then they hit me up.
That's
hey,
in good faith.
one of your people did it, so we think everybody should do it. No. I can't make them do that. That's outside of our contract. Now, if they decide to do it, that's cool. Okay, but I can't make it across the board as mandatory. Now, if someone's nice enough to do that for you, that's their personality. They volunteered.
That's right.
But don't come to the director and say that everybody's going to do it. I'm saying, no, we're not.
That's good. Boy, that's good.
No, we're
See,
not.
that's integrity. You operate in integrity, so the leadership, your client, respects your position because you're integral.
Absolutely.
That's
and
good, Coach.
My
Andy,
corporate,
that's right.
my corporate hire, their hands up. Hey, man, you got it. You're doing great. You're doing phenomenal. Blah blah blah. I've been here for a couple of years now, and quick, not story time, but
Come on.
When I first took over this job, the guy I took it over from was like, hey, the corporate guy, I'm not gonna call his name, but he's like, he's gonna be here and he's gonna be in your butt until things get squared away. He's gonna be knee deep because that's what he did to me. I've seen him twice.
Okay.
He came here one for the interview to get me hired, and he came once last year for us to negotiate the contract for this year. He has never come down here to get in my butt. Man, you're doing a great job. Keep being phenomenal. That's what he tells me.
That is good.
Keep doing a great
good.
job. Like he never comes down. So yeah.
That is good. So my co-host is optimistic, and my word for tonight is I'm encouraged. And
Nice.
when things like Nolan Wells happened, and there were a couple of other incidences on the 4th of July weekend, we come together. America comes together, and President Obama said this. When there's a crisis in America, for the most part, we come together, and I am encouraged. When I went to Portland, Maine a couple of weekends ago,
Mm-hmm.
it was treated very nicely. I have zero complaints, and I was myself. And I'm encouraged tonight. So good evening, everybody. Listen, throw questions at us. I got a issue I saw on TikTok, and I said I was gonna pose it to Sneak.
Oh, I'm waiting.
If you got a question for us, I love the question that was posed last week. I got a question. I'm gonna pose it to my co-host, and we talked about this in our first edition, and all the fellas chimed in. But I'm gonna revisit it because it keeps popping up. The backstory, Sneak, story time, backstory.
Mm-hmm.
A gentleman flew a young lady, and they missaid. I was flued out. It was flown, but a lot of the ladies love to say I was flued out. This man flew me out to his city, and I was so excited. But the backstory is this young man flew a young lady to Miami.
Okay.
He had sent monies ahead for her to book the hotel. That's all she had to do.
Okay.
The room she booked, and I just shook my head at the scenario. The room she booked had 2 beds. He
Okay.
lost his mind, and he basically told her to get out the room, and she was like, we ain't gonna be sleeping in the same bed. You got your bed, I got my bed. It ain't that kind of party. He
Yeah.
was livid. He was like, the vibe I got, Sneak. He was surprised. Now what that now I'm just setting it up for you. What my thought was, and the question I asked, come on, India. What I thought, Sneak. What have y'all talked about? Cause see, that's what my comment was. What have y'all talked about prior to the meet date? Now I'm gonna volley over to you. I'm gonna put the ball in your court, Sneak. What you give me your take on this scenario?
Well, first, one, I don't know this kid's mindset. I mean, I do
Come
now.
on. Right.
The thing is, I can only speak for me. Okay, I can only speak for how I would do things. If I were to send a young lady money to meet me someplace and get a hotel,
Right.
and I don't know her, I assume they were just trying to hook up for the first time. I'm guessing here.
That's correct.
I don't know the situation.
That's correct.
Okay, so one, I'd have a bunch of hope, right? I'd have a bunch of hope, but I'd also have to be observant.
That's good.
What kind of room is she gonna get?
Right.
And as soon as I open the door, and if it's two full beds, hopefully it'll be side by side queens. At least I get a big one. You know what I'm saying? But
It was a dresser betwixt them.
But I walk in, I see 2 beds. I'll be like, okay, she's already giving me a message.
Yeah.
Right? But
Good
then
point.
instead of getting angry, that would, from, us, player from the Himalayas, we the older guys, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a challenge.
That's a challenge. That is so consistent with what we said the first time.
Yeah, we got 2 beds. Now my goal, regardless of, I don't know what she's thinking, but I'm thinking is I'm gonna have to finesse so I can slide over to that one.
That's what I'm.
Not automatically we should have a bed together because we gonna get busy. I was like, okay, so she's got a boundary.
That's right.
So now I gotta finesse that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to dinner and dance and have a couple of drinks.
Come on.
You got some work to do.
Come on.
Don't get mad.
Come on, Elder. But like Coach Jenny said, this is a different generation because, devil's advocate, of course, and what I believe happened because I see this so much on social media because how did she convince him? And I'm going to put that in air quotes. How did she convince him to go ahead and fly her out? What was promised? What was said? Because again, that was my initial comment in the thread.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did they talk about? And what everybody did consistently say, hey, listen, expectations should be set at the gate.
Yeah.
Now, don't flip the script on me. Now, she could have easily done that. But if they had talked about other arrangements, i.e., a single bed, and
Yeah.
she opted not to do that. To your point, okay, I'm gonna take it as a challenge. But
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
man, as wild as some of these situations are now, man, people get unalive for a whole lot less. You like you said, you don't know a person's mindset. That could have flipped him out.
Yeah. Yeah, but he could have also walked in and she could have had a machete. He was
Now
rolling the
that
dice
is true.
too.
That's
You
true.
don't
That's true.
you
That's
don't
true.
you
That's
don't know
true.
folks like that. But I don't know, these younger folks,
What's up with him? What's up
they
with him?
they don't have the same one. I've noticed they don't have the same work ethic.
That's right.
They don't have the same mindset. Um
This got so
from
many
what I've
layers. This
seen
got so many
and
layers.
internet and watching videos and TV shows and stuff, these folks, these kids nowadays, they're I don't want to say weak. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
They're you got the immature thing, but there's no, I don't know. There's no foundation behind
Yeah.
these
It's
kids.
it's,
A lot
it's
of them.
like
There's no
it's
foundation. They
flapping in
want
the
they want all the
wind.
benefits, but they don't want to do none of the work behind it. You
They
know what I'm
want
saying?
they want a garden. This is a very simplistic analogy. They want a garden. They want a harvest, but they don't want to plant anything.
That's it.
They want a
That's it.
harvest. They want the best food, fruits and vegetables, but they don't want to plant anything.
They want the cucumber. They just don't want to grow the damn thing.
That part. I got another one for you. Okay, Coach India,
All
hold
right,
on
all
with
right.
us. I got another one. Cause see, I be working and getting my thoughts ready for the show. I got another one for you, Sneak. Okay,
All
this
right.
young lady goes out to dinner with this gentleman.
Okay.
She has 3 kids at home.
Okay.
They eat their meal, and I mean they have a good time. They talking and heeing and hawing and laughing and just having a good old time. But then the
Right.
waitress come back and said, "Is there anything else?" The lady said, "I need the menu back." And the guy was like, "Okay, okay, I guess she gonna order dessert." I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't really think nothing about it. She proceeded to order 3 more entrees.
Hmm.
And before the waitress came back, uh, the gentleman was like, the brother was like, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, hey, Lauren. Oh, you got to feed my kids." He now let's see. I got to keep this TikTok friendly. Hold on, I got to keep it TikTok friendly. What he said, I got to keep it TikTok friendly. He said,
Mm.
The devil is a lie. This is our date.
Yep.
You never told me you expected me to buy food for your kid. Well, you got to feed my kid. If you want me, you got to get the total package. And let me tell you what homeboy did, Snake.
Mm.
He called the waitress back. He said, "I want you to split this bill. I'm paying for me. I'm paying for her, and that's all I'm paying for." And she had ordered 3 additional entrees.
Right.
And this bill up was of $200, and all that young man said, he didn't hear and haw, and that's what predominantly everybody said. India, he didn't hear and haw. He said, "Miss, what did my meal plus her meal
Hmm.
cost, and that's all I'm paying for." And man, she got so loud, everybody in the restaurant turned and looked at her, and she said, "Oh, you gonna pay for these 3 additional meals? If you want to be with me, you got to pay for my children." Sneak, the ball in your court. What you thinking, Sneak?
I would have been like, I can show you better than I can
Not to
tell you.
tell.
I would have
That's
paid
what I
for.
said. That's exactly
I
what
would
I
have
said.
paid for our date meal, all the drink, dessert if she wanted it, but me and Baby's good. But them kids is on their own. I'm not doing that.
I'm
Now,
not
if
doing
we
that.
would have talked about it beforehand. Hey, we gonna go out. We gonna have dinner, but is it okay? My kid's gonna be hungry. Hell, I might have volunteered. Oh
Thank
man, I
you.
don't want the
I
kids hungry.
appreciate you,
We can
Snake.
get them. We can get something, but don't surprise.
assume. I got a word.
Yeah, you're not gonna. I ain't gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
I got a
No,
new
I
word,
would-
y'all. I got a word,
I would.
y'all.
I absolutely would have been like, hey, waiter, come here.
Yeah.
I'm paying for everything, but those 3 entrees is on her. And I don't care. Look, she would have been looking at my back when she got loud.
Thank you. That's what Coach India
'Cause you ain't
agreed.
gonna yell at me. You ain't gonna yell at me now.
We ain't
You
doing
don't
that.
know me like that.
This generation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. And Sneak touched on it a little bit, and India typed it in the chat as well. I'm gonna tell you something. This generation majors in assumptionships. It's
I agree.
situationships and assumptionships. That's my new relationship word, and I got
I
a
agree.
relationship workbook.
Hey, Magic.
Workbook. This
Yeah.
generation operates in a lot of assumptionships.
Yeah.
They deal with each other. Cause I saw
Hmm.
another TikTok made me think,
Hey,
and
Auntie.
this young lady was livid. This young lady, India coach, Sneak. This young lady said, "We have had unprotected ex.
Hmm.
We have spent time together.
Yeah.
We have talked on the phone hours at end, and you gonna
Hmm.
up and tell me we just friends and we just kicking it and we just cool, boy." She pulled her wig off, threw it out the window. She said, "The devil is a lie. You gonna tell me something?" And again, my first reaction, Sneak, was, "What do y'all talk about in these conversations? What are we doing?" Because see, let me tell you something, Sneak, and I know you know this.
Hmm.
Some men, and I'm not saying all of us fellas, some
Hmm.
men, and parenthetically some ladies, India, if I never talk about it, you can't hold me to it. You feel me?
Hmm. Yeah.
If we never really talk about boundaries, and I stress this with my clients, let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing. If that's all we're doing, fine. If that's all
Yeah.
we gonna be, fine. But
Yeah.
let's talk about it. The Sneaky, did you ever in your 27 years,
The military, 23.
23,
Yes.
did you ever go out on a mission that you never talked about and went over the game plan? Did you ever do a mission you didn't talk about?
As far as
Yeah,
prepare
exactly.
for
Yes,
a
sir.
mission,
Yes, sir.
never.
Okay.
Never. We have never, in the 4 wars I've been to, in the many, many battles, battle drills, training, whatever that we've been through, we never go out without the whole planning process. All right. We do an operations order. First, you get a warning order. All right. Let you know you're about to go out and do some stuff.
Right.
Then you get an operations order, which is a detailed plan, which includes rehearsals. After the rehearsals, then we're going to go back. We're going to restock, resupply, get what the tools we need. All right. Beans, bullets, ammo, batteries, night vision, all that stuff. And then we're going to go out and do the mission exactly how we rehearsed it. Now,
That's so good.
there's always contingencies.
Of
All right.
course.
The route might change. The bridge might not be there. We might have to cross the stream. There might be more bad guys than we anticipated because of a recon or something like that. But we know what we're going to do until something happens, and then there's still preparation for that. Then there's a frago. It's called a fragmentary
Come
order.
on,
A
somebody.
fragmentary
Come on,
order
somebody.
is a change to the original order. You still got to do a frago because we're still going to do the mission. Okay, but everything. See, people think a bunch of Army Ranger infantry guys are just gonna run in the woods and just start blasting everything up. We plan for days.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
We're not going to just go into a foreign country. We're not going to Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, or something like. We're talking boots on the ground now. We're not talking about bombing stuff. They plan that too. But you're not going to put people in harm's way without a detailed plan and rehearsals. We rehearsed for a week. Operation Just Cause in Panama. All right. December 89. Operation Just Cause. When we went in and got Noriega. All right. That's a joint operation with Special Forces, 82nd Airborne Division, some other people I can't mention. All right. And air support. We rehearsed that for weeks before we jumped out of airplanes and landed on that country.
Come on.
All right. There are no surprises. Now let's translate that back to a date. We've already come up with a game plan. We're gonna meet. We're gonna have dinner. I've already got a plan.
Yeah, and nowhere in those plannings did you mention in both scenarios. In the first scenario, you didn't tell me we were getting separate beds. I was surprised, and that's when you listen to the conversation. He was surprised because if they had not previously communicated, he wouldn't have been surprised.
See, that wasn't a fragmentary order. That wasn't a change to the original order. That was an ambush to him.
Bingo.
That was an ambush to him. He was expecting one type of contact, and he got blasted unexpectedly.
Second scenario,
but that's the way he thought about it. Now, me, a more mature gentleman, grown up the way we grown up, that would have been a frago. That's a change to the original plan.
There you
So
go.
now I got to figure out what I can do to still try to finesse
There
that.
you go.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
already know. You already know. This generation, and India said it so eloquently. Women give it up too quickly, and men expect it too quickly.
See, but nowadays,
Come on.
that seems to be part of the date. I think
I think
us
you're
coming
right.
up, that was the goal. But if you went on your first date and you got it right off the bat, you was like, oh, she's a hoe.
Yeah,
She's not a keeper.
that's a
That ain't my
paradox.
future
It's a
wife.
paradox. That's a
Yeah,
paradox.
that ain't the girl I want to keep. Because if I'm gonna hit it that quick, somebody else probably has or will hit it that
Yeah,
quick too. So she's not a
what-
keeper.
what makes me
But I'm
so
also a
special?
man. I'm
Yeah.
also a man with twig and berries. Now, I'm gonna try to maximize that environment as much
Yeah.
as I can. But right off the bat, she wouldn't be a keeper. I mean,
Exactly.
the way I was raised.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, you good. You good, Snake. You good,
You know,
Snake.
look, I'm not taking you home to meet my mother.
No.
Now, I'll tell my dad about you. Hey, Pops, guess what? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, your dad be like, yeah, that's my boy right there. That's my boy.
Go,
That's
boy.
my boy. That's my boy.
But that's not the keeper. That's not the keeper.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
ambushed Meredith. That second scenario, again, it's another ambush because they had not talked about in the conversation. Again, he was surprised too because they had not talked about it. They had talked about the date. They had talked, like Sneaky said, they talked about the date. They talked about where they were going to meet. They were talking about they were going to eat. They were talking about they would get to know each other. And nowhere did she convey to him that I'm going to expect you to buy dinner for my 3 children at home because they be hungry too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's assumption shifts. People operating on assumption shifts. I'm going to play us a song. We're going to go to commercial. I'm going to play us a song. And y'all,
All right.
India, Meredith, everybody in the chat, the people in Sneaky chat, I want y'all to throw a question at us. It can be surface, it can be deep. Throw a question at us. What has been on your heart lately? Is there a man in your life you want to understand? You want to understand us, right? Exactly. Come on, Meredith and I talk about this all the time.
Okay.
People don't want to be honest. It's all about integrity. You talked about this last week, character. I preached about it Sunday, talking about the consistency, the constancy of Christ. We part of character is being honest.
Absolutely.
I don't want to ambush you because that's going to throw the whole evening off.
Yep. Character, integrity, honesty. It's just, they should be normal. They should be normal, but they're not.
What did the brother say in Young Frankenstein? Is Abby normal?
Abby
normal.
Octo says accountability. Wait, Octodiver says accountability.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Bottom line, accountability.
And Coach Indy, I'm proud of you. I've seen a couple of your lives, and I'm very proud of you because Coach India, there used to be a time that she was like a little shy to be on camera, but she was part of our women circle that was on the show with us first edition.
Yep.
And Coach India has really grown. How's Mama, India? How's your mom's doing? Tell your mama she still owe me some baked macaroni and cheese.
Octodiver says accountability is lost these days. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And fellas, if you want to sit on the hot seat with us, come on up. Come on up, fellas. If you want to ask us something or you want to talk about something on your heart. And again, everybody, y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 20,000 hearts. There may be a few of us in here. Y'all tap that screen. If you ain't yapping, you should be tapping. If you ain't napping, you should be tapping. I'm going to play this song. We're going to run to a commercial. I'm going to play about a minute of this song, and we'll be right back.
How many hearts you got over there, Doc?
I got 387.
I got 612.
Okay, hey, we got 1,000. Let's go. Integrity, Lord, honesty, and accountability.
Absolutely.
Let's go. And what are we talking about? Communication. I'm not gonna assume anything because I'm seasoned. I'm not gonna assume anything. Hey, Angela. Come on, Sneak.
I'm over here singing, but I'm muted.
Talk, talk, talk. Oh, that's an old school song right there. That's old school. Welcome back, everybody.
It is.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here. I'm Dr. Sims. I am a pastor, life coach, pro speaker, and host of the Blue Table Talk for Men, where we want real, authentic, honest, integral, no judgment conversation. This is my co-host. They call him Sneaky Phil, and we met on TikTok around 2021. And he was doing 5-mile walks every day and talking about politics and talking about planning and pre-planning. We are in a war now. It is August, and this started Sneak February-ish.
We're coming up on 5-6 months, I think.
Yeah, and he's gonna call it our current president called it an excursion. No planning, no planning. Period. I would love to see the battle plan for Iran. I would love to see that battle plan, but it's not one. They just willy-nilly, okay, hallelujah, hallelujah. But there was no talking, no communication at all. And
this is what I think.
Look at what we got. Come on, Sneak.
I think in one of these briefings, and I'm not saying the man's stupid, I'm just saying he's not smart.
Oh, that's what we're going to say. He's not smart.
We'll do that. But I think in one of his briefings, they were like, we're going to talk about this incursion. And I think when he got in front of the camera, he thought they said excursion.
I wouldn't put it
past. It's not the same thing. It's not the same. An incursion obviously is a conflict between two entities. An excursion is a vacation. It's a travel. And I think he didn't understand incursion. And when he was talking, he said excursion. That's what I seriously think, because I don't believe the man is this. I'm not gonna say that.
He's not the brightest light bulb in the 4-pack.
he is without filament. Without filament.
That's good. You just I love that word, incursion. I love that word. Yeah, his arrogance is, and I love what you said the other day. I heard one of your TikToks, and you said, I do not mind you being ignorant, because I can help ignorance, but I can't help stupid. And Coach India and I, we don't mind helping people that are ignorant and they don't know. All my clients that come to me want to know something differently so they can do differently. But you said in your TikTok, I cannot fix stupid. You
can't. And another thing I will not do, I will not argue politics with someone with a closed mind. I will not. Okay. The hill I'll die on is they can say whatever they want. This is research based on blah blah blah. And I'm gonna say, well, where did you get that? I want to read what you read.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they get mad. Well, do your own research. I said, no, I'm not being facetious.
Right.
I want to read what you read, and then I can understand where you're coming from. Because if I look it up, I'm going to get different sources.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Now, and being, a person that I know how to research, college level is you got to make sure you have credible sources. That's why I want to read what you read, because I'm going to check and see if it is an op-ed, an opinion piece. I'm going to check and see if it is from a tabloid. I'm going to check and see if it all came from a Facebook post. I'm going to, you see what I'm saying?
A TikTok video.
That's why I'm going to say, well, you need to do your research. I'm like, no, I will do my research, but I want to read what you read. What's that document? Where did that research come from? And that's normally where they fall. That's where they fold right there. Well, I never mind, blah, blah, find out for yourself. So now you're spewing some nonsense and you got caught in it.
You better come on through here. Come on through.
All
Come
right.
on through.
So if anyone ever argues with me, but well, so and so did this, and this is what I understand. But I said, well, where did you get that from?
Right.
All right. Now, if you tell me it's your opinion, okay, we can talk about it. We can talk about your opinion versus my opinion. That's not based in facts. That's just how you feel about something.
That's right. That's exactly.
But if you're telling me it's a fact, I'm like, well, where did you get that from?
Yeah.
And if you jump right on and start saying, hey, QT, and she is a QT. Anyway,
right.
If you can't give me where you got that information from, I'm going to have to assume. I'm going to assume that you're either lying to me or you're misinformed and blah, blah, blah. That's why I always say, well, where did you get that from? Do your own research. No, I'm trying to understand what you read, and then I can determine if it's true. I might learn something. Thanks, man. That's great. I didn't know that. I learned something.
Yeah. Okay. But, in your estimation, that being said, quick segue, and like you always say, we're not going to talk politics, but that being said, what would you say our current president and administration? Why has he been so successful with his MAGA crowd? What would you think?
Because he said it himself. All right. He loves the uneducated. All right. If you don't have a research background, if you don't have a understanding of how information is derived, right? If you're just willing to listen and accept anything, then that's a perfect, I don't want to call him a mark, but come on, man. If you're going to believe anything I tell you,
come on,
without checking into it or verifying it and all of that good stuff, you're a perfect person to follow me. I wish I had a couple million people that believe anything that I say. I got all kind of Brooklyn bridges to sell to you.
Boy, that point right there.
That's the followers. Now, I don't have a problem. We're not gonna go there anyway. I just wish more people would look into things instead of just accepting things.
That's a good word. That's a good word. So what do you think about? Thanks for the gift, everybody.
Thank you for the heart. Thanks for the gift,
everybody. If this is your first time, give us a blue heart. Follow us. Give us more hearts so more people can see our FYP. We're here every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And we want to be an exclusive show. You know what? I was able to go to Cheers a couple weeks ago. I got a mug for my wife. I got a keychain. And they came on once a week. I'm going to date myself. Every Friday night, this was the lineup. Every Friday night, $6 Million Man, The Incredible Hulk, and Wonder Woman. 1 hour every week. We were in front of the television every Friday from 7 to 10 o'clock. Sneaky and I are here every Tuesday from 8 to 9. It is so much to talk about, but we just want to give a platform to men to be able to come in, sit down, and have a conversation.
Thank you, QT.
Sit down and have a conversation. Okay, so let me ask this question, Sneak, real quick.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the people that are falling away now? My attitude is Donald Trump, our current president, President Donald Trump, and I'm going to give him the respect he won't give a former president, President Barack Obama. He won't call him President Obama. The MAGA crowd won't call him President Obama. They just call him Obama. But anyway, what do you think about the people that are deconstructing from the MAGA movement? Do you give them any credence for finally seeing the light?
Bump them then, bump them now. Bump them then and bump them now. I'm not going to forgive them for what they've done to this nation. I'm not going to forgive them for I don't want to say the word for the frozen people and what they're doing. Okay. I'm not going to forgive them for seeing all of the mismanagement and the transfer of finances from the people to the person. I can't close my eyes to that. I can't close my eyes to all of the harm that women's rights have been taken away because those people supported Orange Julius.
Thank you.
Black representation has been taken away in the South.
That's right.
Because of they supported Orange Julius. Notice I don't give him the respect that you did. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have damaged the reputation of this country.
Ooh, Lord,
is destroyed. All right. Our allies are not our allies. and I'm supposed to, because they like, oh, I was wrong. Yeah, for a decade. I
Thank
can't
you.
forgive. I can't forgive that. I'm not gonna say that. I can't
Come
forgive
on, Sneak. I'm with you. I'm gonna
that.
stand with you. There are a couple of
That I'll
reasons
say
I'm
this.
standing with you. Come
That
on.
that effery. I can't forgive a decade of that. All right. They were pissed off and saying it was vandalism in uh the reflecting pool.
Right.
And they were trying to put somebody in jail for that. But what about the vandalism of the Capitol on J6?
Thank you.
And then all those people got put out, got released from. Come on, man. I can't forgive folks like that.
Come on. I'm gonna stand with you. I'm gonna stand with you because they hitched themselves to his wagon because they are about their own interests. And the second reason I stand with you is because, have you gotten a call yet, or have you been tagged on the detractors, the deconstructors? Have you got an apology yet? And they believe that we are supposed to have the same unalienable rights as they have? Have you been given a call that you're going to get about a $5 million reparations check? Have you been apologized to that they have mistreated us? All of this DEI reversal stuff and trying to take away our right to vote and all of the redistributing and all the redlining they're doing. Have we got an apology yet? So they never said, they have never said out of their mouth that he was wrong.
I have heard, no, they haven't said that he was wrong. But there are a bunch of people popping up. I didn't vote for this. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, you are. You're sorry. Yes, you are. I agree. You are sorry. I'm not. I fought for this nation 4 times. Put my life on the line. Jumped out of airplanes for 17 years. For everybody. Okay? Not just for Democrats.
Not just for me.
For black
Not just
folks.
for me. Not just
Not
for me.
just for me. Not just for my family. For everybody. And I hate that they have busted up the patriotic foundation that most of my life was built on. Okay? You don't go to the highest tiers of the military to defend a great nation, and then the nation gets upended. You just destroyed my bedrock.
That's such a good point. And again, thank you for your service. And I'm so thankful that you have a veteran presence, because you can speak to that. Your feelings are really hurt. Your heart is hurt. Your heart is hurt. Because like you said, I'm just not isolating my allegiance. I'm just for one sect of America. I'm not saying, well, I'm not fighting for you, and you. I'm just fighting for them. You couldn't do that.
No, you can't.
We've had a total of 47 presidents, and only one president in 250 years has really done a very bad job at being president, simply because he's a selfish, and there are a whole lot of adjectives we can use, but he's very selfish. He's very self-centered.
I'll say this. I swore, and every other service member, all right, we didn't guess or hope or get the choice. We swore to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemy, foreign and domestic. The same Constitution that I put my life on the line for many, many times, they're pissing on it.
Yeah.
They'll pick an amendment and then go back and make a decision. I was like, well, hold it. The reason they added the amendment in the first place, because it wasn't in the original version.
That's right.
You know, the whole natives are savages and we're not even a whole man. All that was in the original document. Don't forget that. It wasn't written for us.
It sure wasn't.
It wasn't written for everybody.
When the Constitution was written, the Declaration of Independence and all of that, when it said, and this is where Dr. King hung his hat, and I'll say that in a moment, but when it said "we the people," it had in parentheses that wasn't written in the document, "we the people except black people."
No, this is what it said. We're gonna read between the lines.
Exactly.
We the white people.
Exactly. That's right.
Of the United States of America. That's what it was.
That's
okay.
Right.
No. Let me back up. I'm being overzealous. We the white men, because
There you
women
go.
couldn't vote,
That's right.
right? Black people
T-Sean.
couldn't vote. All right. Declaration of Independence. We want to be independent from Europe, but we're gonna take our slaves with us. Come on,
Right.
man.
Come on. They did.
Come
and,
on,
and, and I
man.
believe, and if I could sit down with somebody from history, I'll holler at Jesus. I
Mm.
wanna holler at Tiger Woods, but I would love to sit down because I love preachers. I would love to sit down with Dr. King and say, Dr. King, if I can interview Dr. King, Dr. King, when you talked about and you believed integration was a good thing, what
Mm.
was your heart? And I think he would say, because he was consistent with this, he would say, I believe, I just want us to be treated fairly, whatever that looks like, whatever that
I'll tell
looks
you,
like, whatever that looks like.
if I could bring someone back from the past
Yes, sir.
to interview him,
Yes, sir.
it wouldn't be Dr. King, because if he saw what's going on right now, it'd kill him.
Ooh, it would.
Same thing with Malcolm X.
Yeah. Yeah.
James Baldwin. I wouldn't do the disservice to them and their legacies to bring them here to see this shit.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Snake.
And not to counter you, I understand it's a beautiful
come
thought
on,
that
come
you're
on.
saying, but right now, the country that was the greatest in my mind, where I gave so much of myself,
Yeah.
is not this anymore.
Yes, sir.
And it cuts me deep. It cuts me deep. I've lost friends, right? Yeah, I gave up a lot, man. And
Headshot mom.
this isn't the place. If I was 16, 17, 18 years old right now,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no way I would join the military.
I hear
No
you loud
way.
and clear.
No
I
way.
ran into what was I? I think I may have been at a pool establishment, and I saw an army recruit, and I think he had like 4 guys with him, but they were sneaky. They were so excited, and I'm like, bless their hearts. They were so excited, Sneaky, and I think it was early, right at the onset of the incursion with Iran, and but they were so excited, and I said that youthful exuberance, man. The army recruiter was taking them to lunch, and man, they were beside themselves, and I kind of chuckled to myself, and I said, well, their heart is in the right place. They want to serve our country, but like your heart is saying, your heart is heavy because this country is far off base from where it has once been.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Look,
good.
believe it or not, I used to. All right, here it comes, folks. Buckle your seatbelts.
Uh-oh.
I used to vote Republican
What?
when I was in the military. I voted for Reagan. I did, because it was in my best interest at the time.
Okay.
The highest defense budgets, the highest military raises came under Republican presidents. It's still happening now. Look what they're trying to increase the defense budget now.
They sure are.
Okay, so when I was in the military,
Yeah.
Initially I had no kids.
Okay.
It was just me and my wife.
Right.
And yeah, bigger budget, more money. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for that.
Yeah.
Now, as I got older, I got a wife, I got daughters. I kind of started seeing the light here, and you want to vote for your best interest.
Right.
Now, being an older gentleman now, let me back up though. I've always been an independent.
Right.
But I was voting Republican. Okay, I didn't register as a Republican. I didn't register as a Democrat
Right.
back in the day. I was always an independent, so I could vote whichever way I wanted. Okay, now I'm a Democrat. I register as a Democrat.
That's me
I'm a
too.
Democrat. Do I want equal rights, equal pay for women? Yes. Do I think women should control their own bodies? Yes. Do I think that there should be police reform? Yeah, I'm an African American male. I don't want to catch a hot one in the back. I got a
Got
grandson.
That right. You got that
So
right.
my views have changed. The things that I want, that I feel that my family needs, has changed. Therefore, my outlook and my political landscape has changed. My views have changed, so my voting has changed.
Right.
Okay. That's because as I got older, I started paying attention to politics and this,
That's
that, and the
right.
other. Right?
Yeah.
My folks are Democrats.
Yeah. That's me too.
But-
that too.
but-
and I lean toward Democrat
Yeah.
Very similar to you. I lean toward Democrat because, me being a pastor and the
Hmm.
ministry of Jesus, it's all about helping your fellow man. So in my very simplistic, I did not really jump on the political bandwagon until President Barack Obama was elected in 2008. Man, I've been a little bit more attentive to it now. But the long and short for me is the Democrats are more about you and I versus the Republican Party. Now they say it, but they want to protect that upper class, that upper echelon of US of A. They're less you and I than the Democratic Party, but it's still
It
political on both sides of the aisle. You know what
this
I'm saying?
landscape now is the Democrats for the most part. Democrats are what do they need?
Yeah,
What do they need? That's Democrats.
that's
All
right.
right.
That's right.
Republicans are what can we take from them?
That's
That's what
it.
it's turned into.
That's it,
That's what
Snake.
it's turned into.
That's it, Snake.
Right? What do we need for the people? That's Democrat. Now there's some crooked one of them too. Don't get
Of
it wrong.
course,
Some of
of
those are in
course,
there doing their thing.
of
But
course.
for the most part, what do the people need? Universal health care they're trying to get. They're trying to get universal college and college debt and health care, all of that. Okay. But it always seems that the other side is trying to take away these rights, trying to take away these books, trying to take away this ability, trying to take away this regulation. They're always trying to take something away
Right.
for the betterment of the 1%,
That's right.
as opposed to taking all that tax money that they're taking from me, taking from you, taking from us, and figuring out how to spend it on us.
Right.
It's our money.
That's
Why
right.
are they trying to keep it? Because they're greedy. Boop boop. Not
You
gonna
already
say
know.
that.
And like you just said, in relationship space, the Democrats are givers and the Republicans are takers. And what
Absolutely.
blows my mind, and Sneak, I'm gonna let you give your final thoughts.
Yes,
What
sir.
blows my mind, y'all, and thank y'all for tapping that screen. Thank you for the new followers. Thank you for the gifts. And again, justice for Nolan Wells, and we're praying for him,
Absolutely.
praying for his
Absolutely.
family. At the end of the day, Sneak, what blows my mind, they got $2 and still want your dollar and my dollar. Well, you got $1, I got 50 cents. India may have 25 cents. They want her quarter, they want my 50 cents, and they want your dollar. But they got
Mhm.
$5. They already got $5. But they still want more. Greedy, like you said, greedy beep beep.
Greedy beep beep. Yeah, absolutely.
Greedy beep beep.
Absolutely.
Give us your final thoughts, man, and make sure you hug short round for us.
Absolutely. My final thoughts are, and I kind of hate we got on the
That was good. That
political
was good.
thing,
Good
the
vibe. It
political
was good segue. We segued very well.
Yeah, my final thoughts are, and we're going to stick with giving and taking. Okay, if you're in a position to be able to give. I'm not talking money.
That's right.
All
That's
right, I'm talking give the straight answer. Release the emotion. Give your time. Give that big hug to short round to your grandson.
That's it.
Give the intangible. If you're in a position to be able to give,
That's right.
it's not bad to be able to give,
That's right.
even of yourself.
Oh, that's good, Snake. That's good, Snake.
And that's my final words.
Man, that's it. Are you cooking anything special this weekend?
I don't know yet, but I'll let you know.
That is so good, y'all. If y'all did not know, give information to your cooking channel, your YouTube channel.
Well, it's kind of dormant, but I do have decades of videos. Look up, write this down. Look up Daddy Cooks, DADDYCOOK, as Daddy Cooks, just like your daddy cooking. Daddy Cooks, and go to the that other video platform.
That's good.
The one with the red play button. Yeah. Go to that other platform and look that up.
That's good.
And you will see all kinds. If you go back far enough, you can see my travels to foreign countries. And then it turns into a cooking show. So Daddy
that's
Cooks
my man.
at that other platform. Yes.
That's good. Well, we love you. All right. See you next week, big man.
Absolutely. Love you more.
We had a good show tonight. This is episode 119. And if you want to listen to former episodes, we're up to 119. If you want to listen to former episodes, you go to bluetabletalkformen.com and it'll take you to all of the replays. I challenge you, if you have a man in your life, ask him how he's doing. You see also below the episode 119 moniker, you see Gestures for Nolan Wells. And I don't know how much y'all are following that. And we may touch on a little bit more next week. There's not necessarily any new information. The autopsy, the very first autopsy has been finalized, but it hasn't been made public it hasn't been made public. It has gone to the grand jury, which is private. All of the information that has been gathered to this point has been forwarded or will be forwarded to a grand jury, which will be a private conversation with prosecutors that will discuss, is there enough to take this further, i.e. the unaliving of Nolan Wells. If this was a movie, it'll be on T-Movie. It would be an episode of How to Get Away with Murder. In my humble opinion, awesome. In my humble opinion, I do not think he drowned. I believe something else happened. What is that something else? I do not believe he drowned. I believe it was something else. India, that is perfect. Because, again, what have we been talking about? The theme of tonight is, and you can't assume anything with your children. You can't assume that they know how to navigate in this world. You got to have some heart-to-heart conversations. In my sermon a couple of weeks ago, just in the flow of my message, I said, everybody, and we were kind of on this point. If you're being, this is a lesson, a conversation I had to have with my son. If you get pulled over by the police, where do your hands go? 10 and 2. Yes, sir, officer. No, sir, officer. What do you need, officer? License, registration. May I move my hand and get my wallet or get my phone, because I have my insurance card on my phone? Generically, can I say something else? It was said, and one of the young men said this in his interview with Officer Tatum. Hey, honey sugar. Nolan would always ask me and my friend group to go out on the boat with us. And for whatever reason this time on July the 4th, they allowed him to tag along. Coach India, remind the parents to tell the children, don't invite yourself where you're not necessarily wanted. What's the word we use tonight? Don't assume your friends are your friends. It goes back to givers and takers. If you are always giving and your friends, hey Rashonda, your friends are always taking, I would evaluate that friendship. They were not his friends. A real friend, the Bible says, if you want to be a friend, you have to show yourself friendly. You should not force yourself on somebody else. I preached about it Sunday night, and I'm going to talk about it again this Saturday and Sunday. I have 2 preachers. I got to preach 2 sermons this weekend. Everybody is not your friend. I've been around 60 years, and I'm going to give you some of Big Mama's theology. If you have maybe 1 or 2 people that you can call any time of day or night, 24/7, their phone is open to you 24/7, I need you in 2 hours. I need you to meet me in a couple of hours. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You still got cat butter in your eyes. Okay, let me throw some water in my face. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee and I'll see you as soon as I can. No questions asked. I need to talk to you. No questions asked. I need XYZ. No problem. Don't know when I give it back. Don't worry about it. And this is why I love David Pride so much. I went to his funeral 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Mom. You fine. This is why I went to his funeral. Because he cared about me and my family. Happy late birthday, Erin. She just had a birthday yesterday. I consider Sneaky a real friend. I consider Coach Indy a friend. I consider Meredith a friend. I'm fortunate. I got a couple of more than just two. But I've sown some good seeds in 60 years. A friend of mine, Doug. I got one, a cousin in here, T-Rob. I consider him a friend. Coach India's mom, I've never met her, but I consider her a friend. I see she old school like I am. And in my friends, I give you the shirt off my back. I give you a quick story time. One of my buddies, one of my friends called and asked me one time, he said, Dr. Sims, I need $1,000 in 48 hours. And I said, well, man, I don't have 1,000. But I tell you what I could do. I can send you 100. You just need 9 more now. I mean, that's a real story. That's real. See, I can't do. See, a real friend may not be able to do the whole thing, but they do what they can. It goes down to givers and takers. And don't assume. Have that conversation. Don't be scared to have a conversation. If you can't talk it out, and I'm talking to my men and women, if you cannot have a conversation, a real conversation with that person, what are we doing? Thank you, Sneak, for being here. Now, next week we're gonna go a little bit deeper. We have some great conversation. I got to get out of here. But I love every one of you, and you can't do a thing about it, okay? And remember, if you stay high on life, life's going to stay high on you. I love every one of you, and you can't do a thing about it. Until next week, love you much, okay? And the men in your life, and even the women, ask them. Ask them. Right here. How you doing? Ask them. How are you? Ask them. Until next week. And remember, if you want to purchase some merch, go to bit.ly BTT4Men app if you want to get some merch. And continue to pray for the Nolan Wells family. I love you until next week. Remember, if you stay high on life, life's going to stay high on you.